You can't handle one, you better get snipped now, because shit is gonna get real. A lot of people don't realize, like, this up here is my vacation. Do you know that? Oh, hold on, before I move on. If you're not a parent, this is the scared straight portion of the show, okay? This is my TED Talk on abstinence for you. I know you're already like, what are we getting into? He's just talking to my kids the whole time. That's right, you're gonna be a eunuch after the show. This is my coolest outfit, look at this. I thought my shirt was too long. I thought it was... Is this too long? Is it? Stop laughing so hard, okay? Talking about my outfit. She's like, he looks stupid. Everybody's got to go, and they got to bring all their shit with them. That's what happens. They look like they're packing for the goddamn Oregon Trail. I hope you all die of dysentery. That's what I hope. But I learned a lot about babies from movies. Just watch Gremlins. Just don't feed it after midnight and keep it away from water, and you'll be an okay dad. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Thinking about leaving on that one, but I don't want to leave you guys. I'm burning my family alive.
Boom! Welcome to Grown Dad Business. That was a new way to do that. Welcome to Grown Dad Business. Straight out the gate, here with Aaron Crothers. Boom. Aaron Crothers.
It loses something when you do it.
What?
It doesn't have like the harmonies.
I know. I don't have kid mentals. I don't have those things. Guys, welcome to Grown Dad Business. We're back. Dude, thanks for being here, man.
Of course. I haven't seen you in a fortnight.
I haven't seen you since we were playing Fortnite at midnight. No, I don't. Are you gaming? Still gaming?
I mean, like, I play Mario Golf.
There's Mario Golf?
Yeah, it's good too.
Dude, I might play Mario Golf. Because I'm at that stage where you start, like, you hit your midlife and you're like, should I start golfing?
Oh.
But then I'm like, is it too late to start golfing?
It's too late to start golfing.
That's what I'm saying. It's already, like, I already have gland problems, like, when it's hot out. And I don't have many, like, excuses to go golfing till be like, oh, we have a meeting. You know what I mean?
Like a golf meeting?
Yeah, like people write off golf for meetings and shit, and I
don't live in that world.
You know what I want? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about going on vacation to Ocean City, which is exciting because you've never been to Ocean City.
Never been to Ocean City.
This is great because there's so many people that have. And like,
I want to point out to your listening public, anybody in this region, I went to West Virginia University. So it is very, very surprising that I have not been to Ocean City, that I have not gotten a disease in Ocean City, that I have not fathered a child in Ocean City. There's a variety of things that really come with the territory of being from where I'm from and going to school where I went to school.
That's true. Everybody that's our age now that went to WVU, like it's
your parents go down to the Hillbilly Riviera. They go down to Myrtle Beach.
They love Ocean
You go
City.
to Ocean City.
It's like, the Boardwalk of Ocean City Dreams, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Boardwalk of Boulevard of Broken Dreams? Is that about Los Angeles? Green Day song? Whatever. Boardwalk of Ocean City Dreams. Broken Boardwalk Ocean City Dreams. That's the name of the episode. What do you think?
Broken Boardwalk.
Before we get into Ocean City, I just want to share something with everybody. I got Bill Cosby news, guys. I know it's not bad. I want to ask you what.
Take this time to distance myself.
I'll be back in a second.
Podcast.
No, I just want to hold on.
Condone anything that he's about.
All right.
Grown Dad Business with Aaron Kleiber. That's my dad. Hello, underpants. That is hilarious. You should mouth to rate and review this podcast, or my daddy will go into a deep depression. Going down business with Aaron Kleiber. Yeah.
Boom.
And we're back. Okay. So welcome to this episode about Boulevard of Broken Ocean City Dreams. Here's what I want to. Here's what.
Work in progress.
Okay, so I was doing that thing where I was doing that thing like all grown ass Gen X dudes do, is play with my record albums once a month.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that when I get home tonight. I was like, you know what?
I
need to pull out the ones that I want to move to my upstairs turntable, and bring down the ones I want to move to my downstairs turntable.
Listen. I love that we are from a generation, Gen X, pretty much, that because people dispute that, but shut up.
I'm firmly Gen X.
Yo, you're firmly Gen X.
You're disputed.
I'm disputed, but I will say that we talked about this before.
Yeah, but I mean, here's what I have to say.
I'm just laughing because
I will have a conversation with you. If you are within a couple of 3 years younger than me, I'll have a conversation with you. I can tell by the end of that conversation if you should call yourself Gen X or a millennial.
That's very true.
Because it has to do with, there's a few things
think it is?
that you get that
we did talk about this, but
yeah, there's a few things that
never heard
get
this take.
that we don't like. Like there is an era of Saturday morning cartoon commercial jingle. Yeah. If you don't know it, you are not Gen X.
It's a good point.
There is, I mean, and I'm just talking about and I know that Gen X like starts in like the early 70s or something. And I was born were you born in the 70s?
No.
See, I was born in the 70s.
Right.
So that puts me in there, but like that cusp of it. But like apparently, I know that like you know who Captain O.G. Reedmore is on the ABC Saturday morning thing.
See, and I only know that from reference because I'm like well culturally read. So
what do you mean?
Like I don't know it as a kid. I know it as like pop culture.
Well, yeah, those
so like I'm not a good person like that because someone's like I know like episodes of Good Times, which I should not.
Well, I mean,
but it's because like, I wanted to watch it when I was 20.
Well,
but, you know what I mean?
For me, it was going to my grandmother's house in Painesville, Kentucky, after school. And back in those days, like network TV was not exactly
right
what it is now. And that makes you Gen X right there. Being able to say network TV is not.
He remembers 3 channels, y'all.
There were a few more.
Yeah,
but like there's those standard hallmarks, like when you got a computer, like when you first started using computers and stuff. Like
good point.
Like I didn't have a computer in my classroom until probably late junior high, early high school. There was not like computers everywhere.
Yeah, mine was
in my classroom.
8th grade, which would be like 95.
There would be like
that's when we had like word processing class.
There would be like an Apple II.
We learned right.
Like around
those
for you
little
to play
boxes
for you to play Oregon Trail, but like no,
that's it.
Only there
we
was like
that.
There was like 2 in every school, and then that was it. Like you didn't.
Yeah.
But anyway, we digress.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting if you look behind me. If you're watching the video, guys, by the way, you can watch video. I hate to always reference like we're looking at each other and like being on screen, but you can watch this on video. It's just on patreon.com/Aaron Kleiber. You can watch, just go on there and you can support too. If you want, like if you listen.
Where else could you see all this, people?
Where else can you see Crothers on a couch?
There's actually multiple locations.
Okay, well, you know what? That's probably true.
I have a couch in my office. I have a new wraparound couch, much like this, in my living room. Sometimes I am on my mother-in-law's couch. I'm on your couch right now.
That's a good point. Crothers couching.
There's options.
Crothers couching should be a podcast. What the hell was I gonna say? Oh! I think it's always funny that Gen X buffer is basically Star Wars. It's like from Star Wars to Return of the Jedi. That's like the buffer. It's like, where did you know what I mean? Like where, like if you're born in those 6 years, it's like, it's because I've met a lot of people born in 82, 83, and I'm like, what the, like they're, they were like, we never even heard of the Ninja Turtles. I'm like, what? That don't even make sense.
Blows my mind.
Like somebody born in 83 and they're talking about like, they're like Barney. I had Barney as a kid. I'm like,
well, no,
what?
But if you think about it, if they were born in 83, they weren't 7 or 8 until like, the 90s.
Power Rangers, bro.
So they got that, but we got the Ninja Turtles in like 87.
87.
Is that 87?
Yeah.
Like,
so I mean, just a couple years, dude.
See, for me, I was in '87. I was 9.
Or I'll
So-
say, or I'll be like, oh, are you afraid of the dark? And they'll be like, oh, I was too young for that. I'm like, oh,
Well,
I
see,
was perfect.
I'm
See,
too
that
old
show,
for it.
right? You were in high school.
Yeah.
You were like, what is
if it
this
had
dumb
come
shit?
along, if it had come along when I was in like 6th,
Yeah.
7th, and 8th grade,
It
great,
hit
but
me
it wasn't.
just see. Okay, when I was watching horror movies when I was like 8 or 9, but still, I liked it. There's shit like that. But
Mhm.
anyway, I digress. Why did I bring that up? Vinyl. Going through my vinyl because I got a couple new ones. What should I? Who cares?
What'd you
what I
get?
mean? I got some of my mom's old records actually, from my aunt's house.
Mhm.
My aunt passed away, and we had to clean out her estate. And I know this.
Best of Little Anthony.
The best of Little Anthony and the Imperials. I was like, I'll grab that. I'm trying to think what I mixed them up. Like I said, I'd have to.
Oh, you actually organized.
Yeah, well, like I put them in like certain. I got like rock and like pop over here, and then this one I even know without even looking is I think this is. Wait, what did I pull out? Yeah, that's like jazz R&B. Then we got comedy over here. This is all comedy,
which leads us back to Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. And then these are all soundtracks. So growing up, Bill Cosby was one of my favorite comedians and inspired me to do comedy. I know, right? It's just, I'm holding in front of the camera a stack of Bill Cosby albums. A stack. Like I have all of them.
Yeah.
About 20. So it's like, what? Do I just throw him? I burn him, right? What do I do? Because, he's a piece of shit. He got acquitted.
Well,
I know, right? This is like an OJ acquittal. Like, we all know what happened.
I can't.
But anyway,
it's gross.
What should I do with my records? Because I'm like, it's funny because I know comedians been having this conversation for like, years. It's like you have this, like this for this comedian. You're like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I know his bits back and forth. What are you supposed to do? And then I went through them and I pulled them all out. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta get rid of these, right? I mean, it's an album burning. Like, what do you do? Recycle? I tell you what. Why don't I sell them and donate the money? But then somebody else will have them.
Yeah, but like nobody's gonna buy them. Like they're
I will say out of Bill Cosby albums, there's probably I'd say a third of them you could sell, maybe.
I still think
but all the other ones, there's so many. Nobody wants them.
But you could do so if you're familiar with
you couldn't sell them. What are you gonna sell them for?
If you're familiar,
who wants them?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna pretend I sell them, and then someone's buy them. I'm like, what's wrong with you, fuckface?
So if you're familiar with the
am I allowed to say that on my podcast?
The rock and roll band The Who, they had a kind of rockumentary, an early rockumentary that they made called "The Kids Are All Right."
Yeah.
And
dang.
Actually, there's some pretty good footage of a performance of that in the studio on it. But one of the little vignettes they do is John Entwistle walking down the wide, very swooping steps of his estate and grabbing gold records off the wall and then going out and blasting them out of the air with shotguns. I would propose that we blast your Bill Cosby records out of the air with at least BB guns.
I have a shotgun. Wait, let's shoot them.
Just fling it
That's
up.
a great idea.
Pull. Pudding.
This is a great idea, dude. We can do it at my aunt's house. We could.
Okay, we will podcast that.
This is great, dude. This is a great idea.
We will podcast that most definitely.
So back to I feel like I should talk into the microphone, but whatever, we're here. Dude, we did the Ocean City vacation. And for anybody listening, Ocean City, Maryland, we basically drive between DC and Baltimore, and you cross a bridge to this little tiny peninsula off the coast of Maryland. You may have heard of like Wildwood, New Jersey. The Outer Banks is south of there. Bethany Beach is a short north distance. I'm just talking about all the East Coast beaches that
I was about to say
that
the Outer
people
Banks
love.
is in North Carolina, right?
No, I'm saying like all the
yeah,
beaches, you know what I mean, people go to. Ocean City is the one that has this enormous boardwalk that's like 60 blocks, 50 blocks long. And, you know, blocks 1 through 10 is literally a carnival, Ripley's Believe It or Not, you know, funnel cakes, fries. I mean, it's the first 5-10 blocks is fun. It's dope. It's like a carnival. But there's so many things. There's so many things that, like, I'd imagine you'd have the same experience if you visit, you know, the goofy shit you see in Vegas or the silly shit you see, you know, going to like, where would people go to the Ozarks? What is that? Where Yakov Smirnoff's place is? It's like, where is it?
Oh, like there's like there's
Branson.
Branson,
Branson, like this crazy place where old people take busloads, you know, to go to Branson, or you know,
like the colonies in Iowa.
Yes,
You know,
but Ocean City, dude, it is the like mecca of, I don't know what to like.
Poor people from the eastern north.
It is. It literally, yes. The only way I could describe it, because if you don't got money, like I went there. I went to Ocean City in 8th grade because I think my mom won a raffle at bowling for real. And
That
she took my sister and my grandma. We had to get on a Greyhound bus.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it was like 8th grade. I was at that point where like I was like a grown up. Like I was doing grown up shit. And so I was like, but my mom was like, there's no way you're staying home. Like, there's no way. You have to go. There's, you know what I mean? And I was like, this sucks. Fuck. Like, right? So the first time I went to Ocean City, I was in 8th grade with my gram and my sister. And no joke, like the first day we get there, it's like miserable. I got my Discman on. Okay. Got my Discman. Tucked into what I was probably wearing was Dickies and Dickie shorts and Chucks, and probably a Rage Against the Machine shirt. What was it? 95? Yeah, definitely my Evil Empire shirt. So summer of 95. No, that was way, who cares? Anyway. Yeah. But dude, so I was like miserable. I was like, this is the worst. I start walking on the boardwalk. No joke. One of my friends that, you know, one of my friends I smoked cigarettes with in 8th grade. Let's just put it that way. He's a good dude, right? I saw him walking towards me. I was like, dude, what's up? Are you here? He's like, dude, we got here yesterday. He was like, my sister works down here. She has an apartment and I'm staying with her for like 3 weeks. And I was like, where does she work? She was like, she works at this under 21 club. She's a bartender at an under 21 club. We are like 14. He was like, we can get in. We went like every night. It was the best. It was not.
Did that just turn into the best vacation?
Bro, it was amazing, dude. Like we met ladies. We had a good time. Like it was like I was gallivant like a 14-year-old boy. It was fun, man. So that was like my only experience with Ocean City. And also, by the way, we didn't have no money. Like none. Yeah. I brought like some grass cutting and some side business money. You know what I mean? Like that's what I had. But like that's why I wanted to tell that story, because we could never afford to go to Ocean City. Ocean City is you nailed it. It's like, I'll use a phrase from my friend Hitmaker. It is like the middle class millionaire destination spot for the East Coast.
Yeah.
Like people like they come from like just modest jobs. But when they go to Ocean City, they got new outfits. They got new shoes. Like it's balling. Like they're like, we at Ocean City. Like people are so, dude.
Crab cakes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh my gosh. And like here, and I know I don't even know where to go, dude.
Ocean City.
Yeah, dude. I don't even know where to go with it. There's so many things. Dude, I wrote down things that's hilarious. I did. I wrote them down, bro. I gotta take this. I don't even need this right now. That's what it is. If anybody, you know, I know people listening have like no idea, even heard of that place. I don't know of any West Coast places. People got to let me know. Like what, like Lake Havasu. I know people will go to Havasu. They'll go to like Tahoe. I know Lake Tahoe is a thing. The Ozarks. I know people out west, out in the Midwest. I know they'll do that. You know.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of places like that. I think there's
Like
all kinds
Michigan?
of places like that around. Like,
I know Traverse City
Yeah.
is a hot spot.
you know, there's all stuff up on all up and down the different Great Lakes
Right.
and you know, I mean, every place has their thing, but like the fact that we are within like 4 hours or so of the ocean
Yeah.
at a place like that, I think that's why it's so special around
I mean,
here.
it's like 7 hours with kids from Pittsburgh. But I mean, everybody there, I tell you what, you go to Ocean City, it's definitely, you can tell where everyone's from, not only because of the license plates, but everyone wears their best jerseys because that's what middle-class people do. Their dress clothes are work clothes, church clothes, and whatever city they're from, sports clothes, especially jerseys.
Nice ones.
Nice, yeah. That not in the
Like the baseball jerseys that button.
Yeah,
in the
you're
front.
not. Nobody's showing up
Yeah.
in a Logo 7 jersey
Yeah.
at the Crab House. There's also like there's a Baltimore Ravens bar. There's a Steelers bar, Holler, Buxy's, Salty Dog Saloon. Buxy's Salty Dog Saloon is the Steeler bar, Penguin bar. Got to shout it out. So go check that out.
Man, they are strangers in a strange land over there.
I know. And then across the street is it's a Baltimore bar. We ate there. Didn't even know it.
I bet you the Steelers bar has been there longer than the Ravens bar.
You're probably right.
Was it a Browns bar before?
No, it was an Oilers bar. It was a Mudcats bar. But what the hell was I saying about that?
Ocean
I don't
City,
know.
Boardwalk.
Dude. Well, okay, so first of all, it's definitely like 6 hours from Pittsburgh, but with 3 kids,
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
it's like it's like 8. It's like 8. And here's the thing though. Like the ride down, you'd think like my kids are pretty good about it. Like they'll be on screens a little bit, you know, they'll play. We were playing the games like look for the signs, like for bingo, look for like I think like the kids found like 39 states of license plates, which is crazy. That was fun. But like I never like going down, I never thought I would just be screaming, give mommy the Mickeys, because they had these little ass Mickeys, right? And they're like my kid, you know my kids. They do bits
Like
nonstop.
like the grenades, like the green, like the
No, like
green...
Mickey's Big Mouths. My kids had Mickey's Big Mouth pounders in the back seat. No, these little Mickey Mouse. They find the dumbest shit to like goof off with. So they had these little like Mickeys, and they are making each other laugh and scream hysterically. They're like, and we're just like, give me the Mickeys, get it. And they just like, it was the bit throughout the whole thing where you like, you want to laugh, but then all of a sudden Mickey's like comes up, and that's what they're doing. Does that even make sense?
I mean, yeah.
It was just Mickey's nonstop. I will notice, I did notice though on the way down, that the road from like Pittsburgh, Philly, Baltimore, DC that goes to Ocean City is basically like the international highway of suburban dads. Like none of these dudes drive over 65 most of the year. So it's just like, it's just dads from all over the East Coast, just for the first time getting to rip out like the minivan, you know, or like they're suburban, like their Lincoln Navigator never went over 60.
Yeah, get that Odyssey up to speed.
Dude. It's like, it's just dads like, what? Like getting their Lincoln Navigators going 87. They're so pumped. Because I mean, I drive a lot for comedy, you know, and like you just see
you kids feel the torque,
dude. It's just dads who don't know how to use cruise control, like cutting each other off, like they're late for work. I'm like, bro, the trip's gonna be 7 hours no matter what you do. Relax. That was pretty hilarious. Just noticing, just like all these people on the road never drive, ever. What's the farthest you've ever driven with your kid?
Oh, with our kid?
Yeah. You drive to Michigan, yeah? Oh, I mean that's a 7 hour. Sometimes 8, depends on how high you're getting there.
Usually about 8.
Yeah. It's my kids are okay. I can't complain too much. It's just like it's really them trying to like make each other go crazy and like laugh.
Molly's not too much of a dick about it. She can't be.
Yeah,
I don't blame her.
One kid
Like,
in the back seat. I mean, you just
we give her
Damn.
she has packs
right.
of things. And also, like, I'm really good about, like, I don't know if this could be considered child neglect or endangerment, but I'm really, really good about keeping her awake as as much as I possibly can, as long as I possibly can. So when we hit hour 3 of the trip, she's done for like another 3 hours.
Yeah.
So, like, like, and that it's been a little rough since.
So what do you mean? You try to get a little 2-hour nap out of her?
I try to get like a 3 to 4 hour nap out of her, like, where I can just, like,
keep leaning back with sniffing salts.
I can hit 80 in Ohio, like, and just go the whole way.
Yeah, get them sleeping. Yeah, my kids ain't going to sleep. There's no way. And plus we got luggage in the 3rd row, so they are all 3 packed next to each other, with Firecat in the middle. The little one, forget it. It's nonstop. It's like it's back and forth to her brother and sister.
I would do big kid next to big kid in the back with luggage in between them. And then I would do little kid in the next one up, rest of the luggage beside her.
That's not a bad idea, bro.
Tetris.
But they're like, I don't want to sit back there. I don't want it. And then, okay, well, fine. You don't get to sit back there. That's fine. But we made it. It was okay. We made it. And here's the thing too. And why I say, like, I'm not like, I don't want people sending me like mad, like, mail. Like, I can't even afford to go to Ocean City. Okay. I went with my mom and my stepdad, the boomers who are retired, who got stimulus checks. Like, let's be honest, guys. My mom booked a couple rooms and she said, do you want to go to Ocean City? I was like, all right. Like, that's how it happens for a lot of people around here. Okay. The boomers who are retired got stimulus checks, vacation spots packed with grandkids. No shame in the game. That's what it is.
I'm really, really, really proud that we paid for our own Disney vacation a couple of years ago. Like, that's where I am in my life, and I do okay. Like I'm not. No, like,
that dude.
I'm not, but like, I'm proud that we did, like, no grandparents chipped in on that.
Yes,
and because they still chip on the, like, the Michigan vacation, like, that's a grandma thing.
Hey, man, our generation is working 3 jobs to pay our bills. So, but that's the thing. That's why I think they're, not to get all sociological, but I feel like there's so many people that where we're from, this kind of what they would call the Rust Belt, right? Like, from Baltimore to Chicago, basically, Philly to Chicago. I mean, yeah, it is middle-class people who are not only working a full-time job, got side hustles, right? Everybody I know that even has decent jobs has side hustles, right? So it's like, when people really want to break, they save up or they put it on a credit card and pay it off for the year. And they go to Ocean City, man. They, a couple families get a house in Outer Banks, like, and they're like, yes, we've been working all year. We got to go on a fucking vacation. I'm spoiled. Like, I get to go on a vacation to, Wisconsin, Appleton, Wisconsin, to go do comedy, and it's kind of a break. It's work, but it's kind of a break. I always talk about that. So, I mean, but it's just funny because it is kind of like this mix of like everybody, like, it's, I don't want to say like poor people, but some of it.
No. But here's the thing: we've got to demystify the word, or not mystify. It's not.
Yeah, I'm not like.
We've got to destigmatize the word poor, because poor doesn't mean poor like it did 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Right.
Poor means not rich. Like,
yeah,
there's
right.
not a middle.
Absolutely.
There's not a middle anymore.
But like middle
class is still poor.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm poor.
We're just
poor,
less. We're just less poor than poor used to be.
Right.
Like, it's not like.
Yeah, I mean, like, please be a Patreon supporter, guys. Please.
Yeah, if you can.
I haven't had time to do a lot of podcasts this summer, guys, because Daddy got to flip a house. But yeah, I mean, it's funny because you look, dude, we both grew up in places, so we were all poor people. Like, we grew up with poor people. Like, so it's funny when you grow up, like when you show up here, like all the hotels and stuff, they all got balconies, right? They all got balconies. You show up, there's like it's like, I don't know if it's like you show up like it's all these balconies have towels hanging and swinging, and there's like grandmas on the balcony smoking cigarettes. I'm like, is this what like Brooklyn was like in the 70s?
Well, that's what I was going to say.
That's what it looks like.
This is like a big city neighborhood.
It is like, is this
full of Appalachians?
Yes, it looks like the Marcy Projects, except it's all Appalachians.
Yeah,
it's all just crusty white people.
It's just Mama.
It is.
It's just Mama instead of Abuela.
It's like every, you know, in like
the same. It's the exact.
Do you know in like any city Jason Bourne goes to, and there's like all these like balconies, and there's people like I know,
like a favela,
yes,
like,
and there's all these sheets on the and laundry hanging on the balconies, and everything. Oh, got it. You hear just like different languages and words, and you can't make out what anybody's saying. Oh, and people are yelling at each other, and there's a drunk guy on the street and shit. Like that's Ocean City. Like it's just, and there's a grandma like, hey, I got that. Like that's what it is. It's
grandma's up there trying to smoke the pack of
it's what it is.
Pack of jacks that got wet at the beach.
I mean, it's literally, you see like grandmas at the back, and you can sit on your balcony like where we were. It's, you know, it's like square blocks, right? So we weren't on the water because you know, you think we're made of money here. But you're literally looking across the street at like 100 other balconies. So at night you're just like, hi. Like every street is like that. And it's just like, oh, this is what, like, this is Bangladesh. Like, this is, I don't know. That's what makes you, I don't know geographically. I just think, is that a place that you see when there's like just all these like porches and like laundry hanging on it? I don't know. Trying to think, was that in a James Bond movie? I don't know. But that's what it is. And then like, and here's where it goes. And I'll listen. Okay. This is the best way to put it. I have to refer to one of my favorite people, one of my favorite comedians, Greg Warren. Greg Warren has a legendary bit, and he talks about people that he grew up with, right? He grew up out in the country, and he calls them 1-star people. Like he has, like, you know what I mean? Like he's like how there's like 4-star hotels and there's 4-star people. He's like, well, I grew up with 1-star people, and he talks about 1-star people, and this is like, and I got some 1-star people in me. Like I like, you know, you were born in Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm 2.5 stars on my best day.
I know. I think I've been, the only time I've ever been a 3-star person is probably as an actor.
Yeah, I'm not a like,
right.
Like I'm not even like, I can't even get to 2.5 stars anymore. Like I don't exist there. Like even when I can do 4-star stuff.
Oh.
But I'm still a 2-star person doing 4-star shit.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's exactly his premise. Go look up Greg Warren. It's so funny. Yeah. But that's what the thing is. And another instance, it reminds me, like every hotel, you know, they have a pool, right? And the pool is like, it's no holds barred, dude. It's Mad Max Thunderdome. The pool is free. It's for everyone. Okay. And everything. Like I'm talking, like, by the way, this pool.
You're standing up on your balcony. Dude, looking down at this pool where there's all the carnage, just singing "We Don't Need Another Hero."
Dude, I couldn't watch people at the pool. Like my kids wanted to take dips in the pool. You know, we go back and forth between beach and the pool. You know what I mean? Like you do that. But when you go to the beach and you come back, you're covered in sand. Every pool has a shower, right? So you wash the sand off your shower. No. Maybe 2-star people. Well, we got plenty of 1-stars. Like that's what I'm talking about. Dude, I could not watch the pool anymore. Just like if I would sit on the balcony, I couldn't look down. I couldn't look at what these animals were doing. Like just people. Like
when you look down at the pool, is there so much sand in it that it looks like the bottom of the ocean floor?
Yeah, dude. It's just like I saw a lady. I'm watching this lady. I was sitting there. Our little one wanted to swim in the pool. The other kids were at the beach, right? So I was like, okay, I'll come sit at the pool. I'm just watching these grown adults. This lady comes in with a baby covered in sand, right? And then like I'm sitting on the chair across the pool watching her, and there's these other 2 like older ladies in the pool, like kind of down below in the pool next to me, you know, and because I'm I'm in the chair, and like we're watching this lady, and I'm so glad we were on the same page because it was kind of fun. Like this lady walks in with this sandy ass baby, and she starts like dipping the baby's feet in the water, like washing the feet off. Mind you, right behind her, huge shower. Hello. My kiddos are huge shower, right? Down below, another little foot shower. A little,
baby size.
Yeah,
just put the baby down there and hit it with your foot. And
well, it's for your feet. You know what I mean? It's got both of them right behind her. She starts washing off the baby. Okay, well, let's get more of the baby. Now she's like, I'm not. She's like making sure, she's like, I'm not putting the baby in the water. Like she's just playing like she's just doing a little bit. And then once she feels like nobody's looking at her, but we're staring at her, like, what are you gonna do? What's the decision? You're gonna use the shower like everybody else, like everybody other human being here? Nope. She starts washing the baby. What? Okay. So then she's like, well, let me get in, like, let me step in the pool down the steps and help, wash the baby a little bit more. What she does is, I kid you not, she dips her flip-flops. They're on her feet. She dips her feet in the pool, swishes her flip-flops around, takes them off, puts them off. She washed her feet and her shoes off in the pool and then put them. There's right behind her, dude. Right. Look, I'm going, listen, I feel like this is I'm stealing Sebastian Maniscalco's material here. Okay. Who are these people? Like this is.
We don't need another hero.
Dude. It's not even over yet. So she swishes her flip-flops in it. Then she proceeds to get in the pool with the baby. Now they're in like the little shallow end with the steps, right? There's little steps, right? So they're not like, the baby's like standing in like 9 inches of water.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Up to its like little ham hocks. Okay. Up to the little chubber hams. Okay. You want to bite them. So she then changes the baby's diaper an inch above the water. There's shit in the diaper. Like she's like scooping it out of the, I don't know. She's like pulling it off the baby, right? And then some other, garbage lady she was with, gave her a swim diaper. And she just put the swim diaper on over the shitty baby butt and then put the baby in the water. I was like, time to go. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm watching this whole thing mortified, and my little one is like swimming. I'm like, get out of the pool, get out of this. This is this guy's thing.
Thank you for listening to Grown Dad Business,
dude.
We're done,
guys.
I'm sad.
No, okay, well let's.
That makes me sad.
There was fun stuff. I know it was just like person after person. I was like, what? No, have you ever been to a public pool? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? Hey, my kids are listening to the podcast. Get out of here. Talking about baby pooping in the pool. Yeah. Let's talk about anything else I'm annoyed by. I could just saltwater taffy. That's so 1995. Remember when everybody had to be like, you gotta get some saltwater taffy?
Well, we would. So I never had like ocean saltwater taffy.
What does that mean?
I'd like the shit that you buy at Ocean City or Myrtle Beach or whatever, but you'd always get the saltwater taffy. So like I always got it like the ones sold by the Amish people.
Oh yeah,
that like that were around. But I imagine
I never had
gotta
Amish
be.
taffy.
It's I can't. How would it be?
I feel like that is a very like our parents thing. That is not. Has that passed on to like Gen X and millennials? Because I remember when I was a kid, anybody who ever went to the beach, they're like, you got to bring home saltwater taffy for everybody. And I remember it's like 6 flavors you don't eat. Like,
yeah,
it comes with like 10 flavors. 6 of them are garbage.
Yeah, there's
in like, those dusty ass wax wrappers.
There's red, there's orange, there's white. There's creamy green.
Yeah, which is like mint, which is disgusting.
There's swirly white and orange.
The best one, dude, there's a raspberry one. It's like a dark reddish purple. It's the best one there is. And there's like, I think like a blueberry one. There's always like 4 of those in an entire box.
Did you bring me any saltwater taffy?
Dude, we got a little... You got a little bag of saltwater taffy.
You didn't bring me any saltwater taffy.
Listen,
there's not a piece of saltwater taffy in this house that I can have.
There is. You want to try some?
Yeah, I do.
we got a little pack of assorted, and something I never seen before, which everyone's gonna be like, you don't know about this? They had chocolate and vanilla and peanut butter saltwater taffy.
Yeah, that's called fudge.
I know, right? That's what I was like. Is this like? So it was like vanilla with peanut butter, and then it was like chocolate with peanut butter, saltwater taffy. You know what? I like freshwater taffy anyway.
I
Is that a thing? I don't know.
I imagine it probably doesn't taste as good because there's no salt in it.
Yeah, I know.
I honestly don't know. I assume that saltwater taffy is made with salt water and it's not just some sort of
that's the
clever
thing, maybe.
name.
Maybe that's the thing. That's why they make it by the ocean. They make it with salt ocean water. Dude, my look okay. little fire cat, bro. So this was the first year that she was like in the ocean, that she could like be in the ocean. You know, she's big enough to like, you know, play a little bit more. She's like jumping in it. And I was like, I was like, oh, did you taste the water? It's salty. I was like, did you taste it? And she goes, yeah, it's good. And I was like, no. And she goes, when the wave come up, I go, how? That's what she said. I was like, no. She, for real, she was like, help, like trying to get gulps of it because it tastes good. I was like, you have plankton from Japan in your mouth. Like, that's horrendous.
Your kid's gonna light up like Fukushima.
She's gonna get a damn, I don't know, like, yeah. Dude. I was like, I don't even know what kind of bio waste.
She got gills yet? So
disgusting. She didn't drink it. I hope she didn't drink it. She's swishing it around. Maybe that's good. You know what? It's good for bacteria. I swish with salt water sometimes.
It's good to add bacteria. Like,
that's good.
I don't have enough bacteria. You know what? I'm gonna go drink some Ocean City salt water.
By the way, that's a thing that you have to have bacteria in your mouth. I just learned about this. I don't mean to get into personal issues, but that's a thing.
What do you mean?
Like, I didn't have enough bacteria in my mouth because my mouth was too clean.
Yeah, you gotta have, like, your body's full of bacteria. Bacteria like makes half the things.
Dude,
makes a bunch of things happen.
I got an infection in my tooth because I was cleaning my teeth too much. Is that a weird thing? Humble brag. Maybe I'm just like The Rock and I take 9 showers a day. Okay, and I brush my teeth 10 times a day. That's just what I am.
That guy's got to be using so much lotion.
Oh, dude, the lotion budget on him. Dude, listen, I'm a big dude. When I purposely only do a full body lotion like once a month. Because you're talking $4 a lotion. So I'm a big dude. If you calculate the surface area of me, that's a lot of lotion. So
we went to see Jungle Cruise at the drive-in this weekend.
Nice.
And let me tell you who doesn't look like he's been a steamboat captain on the Amazon River for 35 years. The Rock. he was just
hilarious.
Just looked real pristine.
I know, like not like you don't belong here.
Yeah,
but isn't that funny? I was laughing because I saw Jungle Cruise too, and you're just laughing because that's how Arnold was.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see Arnold in like Kindergarten Cop, and you're like, but they're like, oh, but he's a cop, so, and you're like, but no, this dude does not look like Mr. Universe. Are you kidding me? Like he would look hilarious in some of those movies.
Oh yeah,
it's hilarious. Like he would not look like a normal human being. Like they had to make him like with The Rock now. They don't even care. They don't even like it. Okay, if Jungle Cruise was made in the 90s, it would have been like Kurt Russell.
They made it in the 90s. It was called Captain Ron.
That's true.
By the way, a beautiful film.
By the way, Ocean City. You want to meet a bunch of real life Captain Rons? They're at Ocean City. Oh, because we took a speedboat trip. Yes, we did. We did everything, bro. We took the speedboat trip. It was basically you wait in line and you pay $40 for like a dude to just take you a ride on his boat, which is basically like I could have met this guy at the club and bought him some drinks and said, I'll meet you at the boat tomorrow. Like, like the whole thing of
might have been cheaper.
Dude, paying to go for like a speedboat ride is hilarious, but it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun though.
Did you go real fast?
Yeah,
we were skipping up. Off
dude,
the water?
We went real fast. Dude, we got wet. It was crazy. We saw dolphins. This was the best time ever. It was the best. We saw dolphins. It was worth it. I also gave my life to Jesus at the sand sculptures. You ever see these? Oh, dude. I made a joke, and because you've never been to Ocean City, you didn't laugh. Dude, they got Bible sand sculptures. They have like, you ever see those? Oh, dude, it's like a guy makes them, and they're like these huge sand mounds, and he like gives like a talk, like he like you. They make like these huge like 10 commandments and like the Last Supper. It's crazy. I'm just like, look. I've been in the Jesus life. Okay, I've asked people if they wanted to change their life before. I know what it is. I've been around, and like I just think like you're walking down the boardwalk. You know what I mean? Like, and you're just like, you know what? I'm a sinner. Like you just like, you know what I mean? Like, what is right? You've never seen those before?
No.
Oh my gosh. I need a bigger podcast. I need a Jamie. I need a producer or something.
Well, I mean, I can always set up my laptop and Google things, you know.
I know. That's where we're getting to in the Dad Quarter studio is eventually we'll have a screen where I can just be like and show you a picture of Bible sand sculptures. It's just biblical scenes, dude. It's like, yeah, man. That's what I mean. Like, as an evangelist, who is that for? Like somebody who used to love the beach and gave up God,
I think,
and then they come back and then they're like, I could see, because it's sand. I know it's speaking to me.
Look, man, if you're gonna preach, you got to use whatever medium you got, I guess.
You know what? That's probably the appropriate response. That is the appropriate response.
Is adapting his ministry to the area that he is in. Yeah.
The one thing I'm trying to think of, I wrote things to tell you about. So, okay. Have you ever been to like that any East Coast like vacation spot with like a boardwalk?
I mean, I've been to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. Myrtle Beach is similar, right? Do you remember they used to have like all the goofy ass shirts? We've talked about it before, like co-ed naked and like big peckers and shit. Yeah. Well, now it's just like here's the popular shirt. It was just like the I love New York. Just like I love New York. That's it, right? Yeah. They got those, but it's just all these different sayings. But it's like I love dads. But then there's like I love Dilfs. Like, and there's like 12-year-old girls walking around with hoodies that say I love Dilfs. And then like all the funny middle school dudes are walking around with hoodies that's like I love MILFs. And then there's like a dad walking around and it says I love thick women. Like, that's the thing. Everyone's walking around like I love getting pleasure from this person. Like, that's what it is. How weird is that? I will say I love thick moms and I love thick dads. It's my merch now. It's my merch. I love thick dads is now available. It's not one person's mad.
The heart has been replaced by Kleiber's face.
That's true.
Kleiber thick dads.
That's a good. Now people are gonna be mad that I don't have I love thick dads as available. Maybe you know what?
You want me to start working on that tonight?
Thick with 2 C's? Maybe, I don't know. But anyway,
or it could be Alan.
That's
I Alan thick dads.
That's really funny. But dude, that's Ocean City, dude. It's like I don't even know where to go. But we had a blast. You know what I mean? And I'm very thankful. You know what? I am thankful for these are the moments where capitalism really pays off. That our boomer parents are at home making money, but they worked hard.
But that's not capitalism.
Yeah, sure it is.
No, that's socialism.
Oh, yeah, good point. Well, I mean,
they're collecting. I mean, that's not me. That I want the podcast.
I'm talking about retirement, and then
I don't mean that as a bad thing.
Neither do I.
I mean that as like this is a social program at work.
Yeah. I mean, a little bit of both. You know what I mean? Like with having the retirement, and because now it's like capitalism basically took over our retirement, and we don't have it. Like, I don't know. People are like, you have the wrong job. Whatever. I do. Guys, Boardwalk of Ocean City Dreams.
Broken Boulevard of Boardwalk Ocean.
Broken Boardwalk of Ocean City Dreams. Is that the name of the song?
I'll call
you guys.
Billy Joe Armstrong.
Hey,
his name?
What? Billy Joe?
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for being patient. Thanks, dude. Thanks for being here. and chatting and like, you know what I mean? Because like I want to talk to people. I want to do the podcast
Next time,
next time.
we can go back to an old favorite because your boy got some new grill grates.
Ooh, I mean, we're going back to school. We're getting into fall grilling.
Christ.
I mean, yeah, let's not even listen. I don't even want to talk about how that the pandemic is now ruining 3 years of my kids' schooling. And that sucks. So we'll see what happens. But you know, I don't have to tell you, except get vaccinated and mask up. Yeah, that's who I am. Deal with it. Political. It's not political.
Oh yeah, you know, I mean, like I don't want to alienate people from your podcast by cursing out your audience.
No, they're smart people. You know what?
Yeah,
I trust that.
I believe that most of the people are probably
a lot of really smart people that listen. A lot of smart people that care about other people and their kids, and a lot of smart people that believe in science. I know it.
A lot of smart people that realize that putting a cloth covering on your face is not an infringement on your rights at all.
Nope, not at all. Just want to remind you, people fought seatbelts for 10 years. Seatbelts.
Yeah.
Hold on. Car seats, 7 years. Did not want to put babies in a seat. They wanted them just whipping around on the dashboard like the old days. The good old days when we could have a baby on a goddamn dashboard. And we could drive 9 hours while grandma was smoking cigarettes with the window up while the baby was on the dashboard. The good old days. Guys, I want to hear about your Ocean City experiences. I want to hear about your Ocean City favorite things. Hot takes. I'm gonna hit you real quick. I'm gotta hit him with it. I should have told him in the beginning of the episode, but I'm gonna hit him with my favorites right now.
Okay.
You ready? Ocean City, best pizza, dough rollers. Deal with it. Go to dough rollers. Best breakfast. I try a different one every day. Sahara Cafe. Check it out. Best breakfast. Best seafood on the boardwalk. Coastal Salt. Boom. Steak and crab cake. Thrasher's Fries. Boom. I'm giving the food hot takes. Thrasher's Fries. Amazing. I also want to give a shout out to Chris Prexta and Kurt Wooten for the hot tips on Ocean City food. So yeah. Boom. We did it, guys. Thanks for listening. Hey, you can watch the videos on patreon.com/Aaron Kleiber. You can contribute. You can whatever. If I make you laugh, if you like, you know, seeing my face or hearing my voice, which is a tough, tall question to ask, right? It's a tall order. To like my face and voice, that's a tall order.
I mean, at the same time, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You know what, dude?
Separately.
If you like me, let me get $5 a month, please. That's what I'm trying to say. If
He's
you like
me,
be
able to pay my appearance fees.
Let the boy do comedy. The fall might be shutting down again. I don't know what's happening. I have been perpetually trying to return as a live comedian for the last 1.5 years, 2 years. So we're doing it. But I do have shows coming up. Guys, you can check out shows, this Friday. I'm opening up for Matt Bronger in Pittsburgh. I'll be touring.
That's extremely cool, by the way.
Oh, I love him. He's one of the best storytellers in the game.
Big fan.
Oh, Matt Bronger's so funny. I'm doing a sold out show weekend. It's already sold out in Weirton, West Virginia at Ogle Bay Resort. That's sold out. Suzanne Lawrence is on that show with me as well. And then September, a lot of shows, but really we don't know what's going to be happening. So, because we have a kind of a soft opening show, maybe at Arcade. We don't know what happens. The Oaks, September 18th, Aaron Kleiber's Comedy Party, which is going to be a dope show with a bunch of comedians, Kid Mental, Missy Moreno. And then October, I hope to go on tour again with Harlan Williams. We'll see what happens, but bingo. Yeah, that's it, baby. I like ending it like that. That's it, baby. Baby. That's it, baby. By the way, you spell baby. Someone asked me, how do you spell baby? When I say baby, it's how do I text it? It's really BAE. I don't know.
When I hear you say it,
Yeah, baby.
I hear lowercase B apostrophe
BAE.
capital B A E with the little infinity mark over top of it.
An umlaut?
Bye-bye!
Yeah, that's it.